I've been preparing this video since August 2024. Let's get it. So Roman Reigns is officially the WWE 2K25 cover star. Well deserved. Probably should have been 2K24 if we're being real with you. But welcome back to the channel. My name is King Jay.T and it's official. We in that season. Road to WrestleMania season, but also WWE 2K25. Plus, to be real with you, I don't know who else he would have put as a cover star, so you know it's kind of like, I mean, you could have put Drew. Well, yeah, you could have put Drew though. Drew, you could have put Seth Rollins. For now, Roman will do, you know, quite nice. Why not? So I'm gonna be giving my wish list in terms of things that I would like to be incorporated within WWE 2K25, and then additionally, you know, I'm gonna provide some camaraderie. You know, talking about WWE 2K24, what that was, and not really what that was, but you know, gotta give him props. So first thing on my list. Gotta fix the entrances. It's more so on the physics side because, I mean, they improved on the face scans and etc. I mean, Cody Rhodes last year was just horrible. The Bailey one was horrible. I mean, it was tragic, honestly. You know, they haven't done the full previews of the entrances. I feel like, maybe it's something with the motion capture. It's just like very stiff, in my opinion. It's just like a stiffness to some of the entrances, like the Cody one. It's just, I'm not really feeling it. Traveling a little bit further away from that, it's more so going into the expansion or expansiveness of My Rise. My Rise, the story was great. You know, it was wonderful with trying to, you know, Roman goes to Hollywood, then he wants to come back and get it, you know, the whole Clash shit. But after that story was completed, there was nothing to do. And I don't mean nothing in the sense of you just doing like random side missions and matches. No, it ended. So to take a concept of like what they had in like, I think it was WWE 2K15 or 16, I think it was 2K15 or 16, kind of like that my career in terms of like afterwards what you could do, then additionally adding in like a free world type of Rome idea, but along the lines of what Matt Dickey has in terms of what he's been able to do. I'm gonna put some clips in, but kind of like what he was able to you know, conceptualize and of course incorporate within his Wrestling Empire game. I mean, if we're being honest, you could just make him like the head of this project if you really, you know, slide a couple dollars, you know, maybe he'd be interested. But in terms of My Rise, it just has to be, there needs to be more. That's really kind of like your meat of it. And I mean, you got 2K Showcase is going to be with The Undertaker. That's great. That's fine and dandy. I want to play as my custom character. You know what I'm saying? I want to have the wacky storylines. I want to have the new fresh ideas. Like, history's cool, but let's make our own history. More community creation slots. Please. It's been years since we've had have we even had an expansion of creative slots, honestly? And it's kind of funny because with all these, you know, different ideas that people come up with versus what really takes up the roster spots, such as like, I don't know, 10 John Cena's. And out of curiosity, why does Charlotte Flair have like 4 or 5 different character models when she's had the same gimmick for the past 10 years? You don't need multiple John Cena's, all right? We talking about what? Ruthless Aggression John Cena. Who really uses that John Cena? You could use 09 Cena. Heck, put in 09 Orton. Put in John Cena from the Chain Gang. Put in kind of like modern day John Cena. That's 3 models. And you want to throw in Ruthless Aggression because you like that? Fine, whatever. That's 4 models. But we don't need 10. If you're going to incorporate all that, just give us extra roster spots. Just make it, you know, just simplify it like that, because people have creative ideas. They want to incorporate people from outside companies, be it the partnership with TNA, you know, you might as well incorporate them in the DLC. AEW, woo. Some people might even look into NWA, GCW. Like, there's a lot of different programs and companies that, of course, they don't have their own video games, so let us have that. And tackling the DLC, why in the world? Please never, ever again do something like that DLC that you had for Pat. Please never do that again. There should be no DLC for anyone that is not directly associated with WWE or prominently in wrestling. And that goes for any celebrity. Why are we, that's like creating a DLC pack of James Bond, Beyonce, and Chris Dunn. I'm picking random names out of here. But overall, I mean, it was a great My Rise story. Solid My Faction cohesion. I mean, I get it. People don't really like My Faction because they feel like it takes away or kind of like has the hidden models. But you know what? For what it is, and then kind of like bringing the hidden models in terms of like, oh, you can still like use them in this or that sometimes. You know what? It's not horrible. And you got to give them like a little bit of leeway, so it's pretty good. Environmental physics finally being improved. Could use a few more weapons, you know, some more tables, stacking and all that, but it's been improved. Match selection is extremely deep. Please keep that. Just basically kind of copy and paste 2K24, but just add on to that, because this is great. It's great. I'm not the biggest fan of how my GM came along, and you know, I kind of raged out, to be fair, because why does Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins in a tables match only equate to 2 stars? I'm willing to place all the money that I have on the fact that match would be over 2 stars. Detailed cinematics, I mean, it really goes deep, and there's more stuff that I'm not even bringing up to the forefront, but WWE 2K24 is probably the best 2K video game of all time in terms of WWE. Hey, some people like to say WWE 2K14, I don't think it holds a candle, I'll be honest with you, but 2K24 WWE did phenomenally. It was phenomenal. So, coming a long way from the ups and downs and to where the creative staff are now. I hope it keeps expanding. So, that pretty much wraps up anything. I'll probably put in some clips from today. Okay, I keep forgetting to put in the clips for the Saturday night's main event. I know it happened like a month ago, but I'm gonna put in my highlights this time. So, y'all take care. Check out the highlights that are popping up, and I think that's about it, right? Yeah. So peace. It ain't capping the slightest. She take out to just be like a Midas. When we walk in the room, we the brightest. Different topics, but I'm steady vibing. In the mud, but I better stay striving. With the family, I'll always be thriving. Creepy steps, but I cannot quit climbing. Know your circle.